Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got one of the best tasks ever because we are discovering a new group for me and it's going to be GOT7. Now weirdly, I know quite a lot about GOT7. I know a lot about their background. I know a lot about their battle and about their separation from JYP, but I never really got to explore them because I came into the K-pop right as they left, and I know a lot about their solo endeavors. I do love Jackson. I do love Bum Bum. They are some of my favorite people in K-pop. I do know JB, so I got to discover their solo music, but I never really got to listen to them as a whole group. So I'm so excited. And I was working on a really comprehensive video about them when Dingo came out, and I was like, okay, this is a sign. So today I finally get to discover GOT7 as an entire group. I'm so excited. I also heard something about the vocals, which is why we're all here. We know that Dingo does have a post-production, that's understandable, but in my future content about GOT7, which I do have planned more, definitely, I would like to look at their lives because you know what I stumbled on? I stumbled on their Python live performance. I was flabbergasted because they did such a raw performance on a show where everyone basically goes with a backtrack and backtrack only, almost. So I will definitely look at that one as well. So keep tuned. And now let's get into it.
Boys, Dingo.
자, 둘, 셋, come and get it.
갓세븐, 안녕하세요, 갓세븐입니다.
네, 저희 갓세븐이 드디어 딩고 킬링 보이스에 나왔습니다. 박수 한번 주세요.
진짜 많은 팬 여러분들이
Everyone has such a developmentally voice.
일단 딩고 감사하고요. 오늘 저희가 추억과
Not babies.
또 갓세븐의 소중한
How old is Bum Bum?
보여주도록 하겠습니다.
28?
네.
미리
It's too much.
알겠습니다.
네, 자, 그러면은 바로 하드 캐리 하도록 하겠습니다.
They look so good.
자, GOT7 joy.
Okay, so we're starting with Turbulence 2016. Flight log Turbulence. Okay. Okay.
Welcome to my world, let's do this. 이슈 제조기를 boom so ill. 어디 가도 분위기가 higher. 비행기 밖은 너무 시끄러워 quiet.
I love Jackson's voice. Damn it. That type of voices make me tingle. Like, I do love very heavily husky voices. This is absolutely my thing. And it's so funny because with Jackson, his voice matches his personality and aura specifically so much. Like, he has incredibly powerful charisma and his voice just matches it so perfectly that it's like almost unfair that a person has like a combo of both like this.
Welcome to my world, let's do this. 이슈 제조기를 boom so ill. 어디 가도 분위기가 higher. 비행기 밖은 너무 시끄러워 quiet.
He is restricting just a very higher, a little tiny restriction there. It's adding to the charm of his voice actually.
Everybody knows it. 하지만 아직 뱀불라 hungry. 어떤 일을 do 기죽지 않아. 이거는 단어로.
Jenna, ooh! Those little animated details. That was a cute little harmony. Did you see that?
Let's go. Let it flow now. 흔들었다 나.
Heart carrier! It's so chesty. You can really support it nicely. The range on that tone is good.
Let it flow now. 흔들었다 나. Heart carrier. 난 그날 말해도 그니 바라보기만 해도
Good opener.
다 같이 girls, 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 they love me.
So this is Girls, Girls, Girls 2014. We're going actually back in a time.
몸을 살짝만 흔들어도
Very similar. No. Oh. You can support it from the chest so nicely.
아무것도 안 해도
Say what? Girls, 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 they love me.
야, 가사가 멋있네요. girls, 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 they love me.
오케이 좋은 머리
저희의
저희 첫 정규 앨범의 타이틀.
흑역사입니다.
정말
좋은-
의상이
좋은
너무 멋있었어요.
멜방
그렇게 하지 말라고. 좋은 추억이었습니다.
You almost would feel like these are like ad libs. How much that kind of like just a little bit of a chatter is fitting into introduction of that song. It's just like you kind of wait, like okay, start singing now.
가볼까요?
1, 2.
Let's go. 겨우 참고 있어. 네가 아직은 아니라니까. 쇼윈도 앞에 달라붙어 바라보고 있는 아이처럼 괴로워하면.
Nice. Again, most of them, their voices are on more of a rounded side. I do not know all of them very, very, very well. So I'm going to do my very best to, address everyone.
Let's go. 겨우 참고 있어. 네가 아직은 아니라니까. 쇼윈도 앞에 달라붙어 바라보고 있는 아이처럼 괴로워하면.
I was a little yellow. I like his voice. He has, again, most of them have more rounded quality. Outside of him, he has a little bit of an edge in his voice, but he's also modulating when he's singing. That's what I heard so far.
눈을 감고 있어 네가 너무 예뻐 보일 때마다 너는 내가 얼마나 힘든지 아는지 모르는지
Good. The only thing that I noticed immediately is that he has a little bit of stiff lower jaw.
아는지 모르는지
But in that opener, he was compensating on the upper jaw. Yeah.
눈을 감고 있어 네가 너무 예뻐 보일 때마다 너는 내가 얼마나 힘든지 아는지
It's creating a little bit of a tension. That's why from every coach you will always hear like jaw down, drop your jaw, just so the sound can get out. He has a beautiful voice. He has a little bit of a warmth in his voice, but if you do not let it out, it's gonna have a trouble to translate nicely out. And here, on that he went into more of actually exposure of the upper jaw.
아는지 모르는지 하지마 네가 그럴 때마다 미칠 것 같아 내 눈을
The eye contact.
살짝 웃어주면 달려가서 너를 알아버릴 것만 같아 하지마
That's a strong voice, damn. He has quite of an edge in his voice. He's standing out very, very stark.
하지마 네 손기다면 미칠 것 같아 말할 때마다 내 팔을 살짝 잡아 돌아서 습관 가나버릴 것만 같아 하지마 You're driving me crazy
I love that flip into the cha-na-na-na-na.
더 이상 못 참을지 몰라 Please
That
don't get
was
crazy
gorgeous reconnection to the head voice. Hear that. Listen to that.
더 이상 못 참을지 몰라
Dyson. It was kind of like exaggerated with a little bit of an air. Dyson. Na-na-na-na. Beautiful jump.
Please stop baby stop it 제발 하지마 한번 해봐 할수
하지 말자.
네가 한번 해봐
Mad.
내가 하면 끝
2015.
틀렸다고 말하는데 이기려고만
I love his singing. Oh my god. Like his singing is super balanced to me.
매일 내가 틀렸다고 말하는데 이기려고만 하지 눈물이
He's using flips very well too. Like he's not overusing those flips, but they are kind of like actually helping to the style of his singing.
처음엔 장장해서 그랬어 하지만 매일 난 무릎 꿇었어 조금 잘못한 것도 부풀려서 난 절벽으로 밀어붙였어 혹시 몰라 그래도
Isn't she so happy that he remembered his entire lyrics? Oh, okay, Jackson. Okay, Jackson from China.
절벽으로 밀어붙였어 혹시 몰라 그래도 널 사랑하니까 참을 수 있었어 Every day, every night Feel like a fool You gotta know 넌 내
Bum Bum, you mix so much air into that we kind of drowned into it completely. Every day, every night.
참을 수 있었어 Every day, every night Feel like a fool
Love it.
You gotta know 넌 내게 왜 또 화만 내
I call it, but I think he would be actually amazing at the lower notes. He's so far singing in his like upper chesty register, but I would love to see him like hear him dip a little lower too. Like I have a feeling that he's gonna have that nice chesty. Strong voice, very strong. It's probably had to be tamed a little bit here and there because in comparison to his bandmates, he has definitely the most edgy one. But you could hear a lot of like dynamic work from him as well. He was not just going straight into that full tone the entire time. That was jumping ahead voice. That was really soft. Good. Good agility.
It's not working. It's not working, man. Stop fronting. I know you want me. Let's start talking.
A from 2014.
다는데 왜 자꾸 숨겨? 네가 날 좋아하는 게 이미 네 얼굴에 쓰여 있어.
He's varying from you can hear it where his sound is sitting. It's also, I always tell to my students and clients, do not bend your head backwards because it can influence your singing. It's kind of his natural posture though. You can see that he's like almost flirting with the microphone. Da 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 da. What are you gonna tell me? Like he has this kind of approach to it.
너나 좋아하지?
There's a little bit of a crowish sound. If you have a little bit of an opener only, and you're going into the width, it's gonna get a little bit more twang. Do you hear? I'm not changing anything, just the opener. So that changes the final sound. I love their relationship. They seem so genuine. And listen, after years and years in K-pop, I side-eye everyone all the time, you know, because it's really hard, in my opinion, to tell if groups have like genuine connections because all of them are professionals. They're not supposed to show any disharmony within the group, right? So it's really hard to tell sometimes, but I feel like GOT7 is just, I have this insanely genuine feeling out of them. Like that day, because they came together on their own terms. Like whichever of them could have said like, no, I'm sorry, you guys, this is over for me. And we never really vibed. So no, you know, they actually came all together on their own terms, by their own decision. You can really tell that their relationship is super genuine, and it makes it just so much more heartwarming and just enjoyable to listen to them, you know?
이거는 굉장히 오래됐어요.
Like, you know, it's not acting.
아무것도 바뀔 필요 없이 예쁘다고 지금 그 모습 그대로 완벽하다고 만약 행복하면
His words, like the way he pronounces stuff. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. And he's warming up the sound quite a lot. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Narrow. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Like dropping the larynx a little bit into it. You can hear it.
이 노래 굉장히 오래됐어요.
Just right. 고다 제발 좀 말해줘
Goda goda. Goda goda. Right there.
저런 너도 말해주는 문화
It's so sexy.
아무것도 바뀔 필요 없이 예쁘다고 지금 그 모습 그대로 완벽하다고 만약 행복하면 돼 걱정 없이 한 점이 뭔지 찾기 없기 거울 대신 그냥 내 눈빛을 바라봐 저울 대신 내 등 위에 올라타봐봐
I love them as a combo of two rappers, by the way. It doesn't always have to be heavy stark contrast. He has a little bit more boyish sound, so instead of trying to drop the larynx like Jackson, right there, it's like he has a little bit of more, he's trying to go for a width and a little bit of brightness in their voice, but it's almost like they're starting from a very similar tone of quality, but one of them is doing one thing and the other one is doing the basically opposite, which I find so much fun because it's like having one voice in two versions doing two different things. It's some like, of course their tone is slightly different, but they're not like diametrically like completely through the whole scale different type of voices, right? But I love that they're just settled down into two very different approaches to how they kind of conduct their rap. A little vibrato. He has such an expressive face. So we're saying da, 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 da. And those little corners down. I love him.
Let's go. Come on.
God, I love that light harmony. That was so pretty. And look how everyone kind of mixed a lot of air into it just to like blend beautifully.
Now everybody, let's go.
I like his voice so much. His voice has such a gorgeous tonal quality, really. If he sings clean or if he's mixing in air.
Now everybody, let's go.
Such a good voice for R&B. Stop them from dancing challenge. Eyes on You 2018. Okay, Bam Bam Fry, more. Maybe we're gonna have a breakfast from you some Friday.
Don't you worry, we can make it.
We do love a good fry. Thank you, Bum Bum. We appreciate it.
Don't you worry, we can make it.
두려움이 밀려오면 just 너를 봐봐 너를 향한 믿음이 very 넘치니까 Don't be afraid 마음이 섭섭해지니까 그저 같은 마음이길 바라니까 느껴지는 내 모습 그대로 날 믿어줄래 두려울 필요 없으니
Good. You can hear a little bit of the progressive opener there. He has a good resonance on those front teeth. It's just a pity that he doesn't drop a little bit of a lower jaw. He would, because he, at the back of it, everything is doing fine. But you know what's the problem with the jaw? A lot of people store tons of stress in their jaw. So whenever you see someone saying like, oh, just drop the jaw, just drop the jaw. Like it's easy. It's not. most of the people that I worked with, even like singers that sing for a very long time, do have issues if they do store, like you have this hyperactive muscle. Some people even get like a Botox into that, you know, just to stop it from overworking and grinding their teeth. Like jaw stores stress a lot. So a lot of singers struggle with that. And it's a progressive thing. Like you have to slowly work on that and slowly release that. Sometimes it's anxiety that I can help you to work with. And like it's a variety.
Be afraid, mommy, so pigeon.
Yeah, so you can hear it on this face specifically. A little bit of a bigger drop would really, really, really help him. He has a gorgeous voice behind that. Like the placement that he's using and the chest support, air support that he has is really, 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 really good. It was a quite of a stark reconnect there.
My eyes on you. 머릿속에 비워 just for me. 어차피 난 오직 너뿐 believe it. Your eyes on me. 네 시선에 only 내게만 둬. Okay.
I like this one.
바로 불러야 돼. 자장가요, 자장가.
You 2018. I love his vibrato. He's not really scared to go into a little bit of a heavier vibrato. Good for you. It was a brilliant jump. It was a little. Good. Good onset of the tones. I want it, I want it. It is an attack on the tone, so it's quite pointy, and you do not have an introduction to that tone, so well done.
You make me.
Oh, what a gorgeous warmth in that sound.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
네.
Spinning top between security and insecurity 2019.
형이 만들었죠?
Let's go.
노래 진짜 좋아하시잖아요. 이거 한국어로 뭐라고?
한국어로 종이. 네. 아, 그냥 종이 페이퍼구나.
너의 감정들을 모두 새겨줘 내 마음에.
I actually like him a lot, quite a lot. He has a power in his voice, and you see it very often with the younger singers that have a powerful voices, that they're like kind of not yet fully in control. Specifically, dynamics is the biggest problem. And this is a powerful voice that kind of knows how to direct his dynamic. Right here.
새겨줘 내 마음에. 절대 지워질 일 없게. 진하게 남겨놔줘.
더블 B.
I cannot get enough of his voice. Like, honestly, it's such a beautiful, just rounded, warm milk and honey sound. Oh,
더블 B. 가자.
that warmth from the chest, you can hear the resonance.
내 매력에 빼자 무게 소중하게 내 방 놔둘게 이 펜줄 끝에 노래 zoom 너 얘기 말고 모두 다 mute 우리만의 얘기 천천히 차고 내려갈게 더더더 시간은 하나 너만의 빛으로 내 눈을 채워줘 이 페이지에 너 나
such a perfect onset on the power of the air. Ta-na, yeah, hana. Like I have to put it up with a pitch for me to kind of show this. Hana, hana, ta-na, ta-na, na, ta-na, hana. You can see his whole body activate on that support. Ha, hana, hana. You can see it. It's just, but it's not shouting. It's not overdone. It's not too shouty and pushed. He's just right jumping into that nice pitch, but with such a good support. Singing is a whole body thing. So you can see his whole body kind of like dip as he support that tone. So cool. Yeah, this is what I was saying. This is what exactly I was saying about his work with dynamic. That just this little snippet was perfect as an example of that. Such a good work there. Listen. Right here. Just such a beautiful dynamic fluctuation. I like this one. This one was good. Even though GOT7, for me, I don't know. But I'm influenced by Python to the point where I'm thinking of making like a femme version of like very R&B-esque Python because this song is just sexy. It's so R&B. It has such a vibe. Oh, and when I hear GOT7 now, like I know that they have like bops too. I understand that. But I feel like with their voices, like the majority of them has like really nice mature, really warm, rounded, earthy goodness for a voice. So I think like R&B, like the real, like almost like that very elegant, sexy R&B is just fitting beautifully for them. Exactly like this. Okay, my duality guy, listen to this when he was rapping, how much power he was utilizing in his voice. So he has a nice diction and can support that diction. And then when he switched to singing, listen to that stark contrast. A little restriction. Like a different person. No, 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 no. So cool. Such a cool switch.
다 같이 우리 지금 thirsty 채우고 싶어 너의 weekend 나의 weekend 우리 지금 thirsty 말하고 싶어 나의 비밀 너의 비밀 아직은 너와 Thursday 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 yeah 꿈에 너의 Sunday Monday morning 너의 weekend 나의 weekend 나의 비밀 너의 비밀 yeah.
I love the chanty part of this, the Thursday. And the whole song. Yes, big yes from me. The whole song. Breath. Perfect onset. Oh my god. Woo. Good in that mix. And you could see how, I'm sorry for the replay. I'm going to try my best to just reduce it. I know it's frustrating for some of you. It's just a lot happening very often, specifically in Dingos. You know, Look how he dropped and released into the open vowel.
넌 날 숨게
너무 좋다 이 노래.
Love it.
날 날아오르게
He has also very healthy technique.
넌날 숨게 내 모든 게
And you can see how little of a pressure he's actually using. So much drama.
Yeah.
I love that little cry at the end.
말로 표현하기 어려운 이 느낌 구름 위를 걷는 것 같아 like a dream 한순간 내 꿈 그 이상의
Bum Bum is also incredibly universal. I love that he knows his voice and he knows what he can do with that. He knows a lot of fun tricks, so he does love to use fry. He can modulate if he wants to. But I think like looking back and also in his solo career, like you can tell that he learned where his voice can do what and what it has an impact on that instrumental. It was primarily in his solo career. Like you can see how he was slowly completely understanding his voice and the translation of a variety of like little embellishments that he can do. It's so cool to see him within GOT7 though.
어떤 의미 갖춰줘 You're so amazing
But he's super universal.
Everybody
Both head voices. Oh, I love these. You know I'm gonna be fan of
기분이 좋아지는
these.
곡이죠.
네.
이 노래는 이제
Na
저희가
na na.
나.
집 이사하고
네.
낸 노래라서요 의미가 깊습니다.
2022. Yes, I remember this one.
TMI네요
120으로 모여.
1, 2
아까 메시지 나 지금 심심해란 말이 툭툭 내 손이 바빠 대화가 끊기지 않게
Double B 만져가고 싶은 너에게 가로세로처럼 취향을 말해줘 널 알아가게
Oh, I love how it started as rap. Da 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 da. It just goes into melody, and you're like, wait, is this rap? Is this melodic line? I'm lost. I like it. What's happening?
세로처럼 취향을 말해줘 널 알아가게 마음과 마음이 닿게 손과 손이 닿게 쉬다가도 돼 넌 나의 품에
It was one aspiration, da 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 da, and one a little bit of a texture, very little.
손과 손이 닿게 쉬다가도 돼 넌 나의 품에
Nah, it was a little texture on the nah.
오늘 네 옆자리 나 널 웃게 해줄 사람 나 기분 네가 좋아 나 모든 게 난 궁금해
Well, not the skirt.
Cheese
Well, that's actually a lot of my vocal exercises that I do are on the whoa. It's such a cool way of formulating vowels. This is super comfortable to sing. Even if you would push it like a couple of keys higher, it still would be fine because of that vowel formation. The wah.
보기 싫은 흉터 다시 보지
DYE.
않아도 되긴 너로 다 무드려줘
Not by the Moon 2020.
깨달아선 아님에 나의 무드린 세상 속 You're the reason why I'm alive 느낄 때마다
I actually like that Bum Bum has a very light texture on his voice. Again, he's very versatile. I think if he would want to go for even heavier texture and do some like more rock leaning stuff, he absolutely could. I think his voice would be super cool there.
나도 되긴 너로 다 무드려줘 이제 나라 그 의미 깨달아선 아님에 나의 무드린 세상 속 You're the reason why I'm alive 느낄 때마다 온몸으로 퍼져가 좀비 심장에 내 맘에 너로 채워가 아무 생각도 매일 너로 물들 내일 이대로 날 die with you 나의 모든 게 너로부터 살아나 널 영원히 않을 거야 날 이제 다시 잡은 내 손은 놓지 마너 없이 아무 의미가 없으니
No, she, that dip there. I like his flips. He does a little cries and flips in his singing, but he's not overdoing it, which a lot of people have started to do that. Oh God, we're doing it everywhere all the time. And we have no restraint in that. And he has just such a good dosing with that. Good reconnection back to chest from the head voice. There's a lot of fluctuation between registers. The first sweat, the support in that one. That is disgusting vowel to push. It's not comfortable. You have to create a space for the vowel. It's basically. You have no place for it. Every other open vowels that you want to belt on are as, is, os. Anything that gives you a little bit of space. How good that sounds. Ooh, like you can create a little space for that vowel, but it is cluttered. It's really difficult. You have to be very, very, very careful with closed vowels and their progression through registers. It can be incredibly tricky. So you do not get stuck in here and basically just pushing it through the strain. It has to kind of ascend to that mix, but it's a really difficult way to go. And you see, I'm also trying to drop a little bit of that jaw just to create a little bit of a space for that vowel, even though it's really difficult. You can see that woes are so much more easier for them. The ooh was really, really hard. He didn't go on it with the most practical way. He stayed here. If he would have progressed into his mix, it would have been much easier for him to really open that vowel and like let it ascend higher. Oh, you can see on him what he did with that vowel. So he could open. He's morphing it a little bit of an oh. I swear by the moon. So he can get a little bit of a opening instead of I swear by the moon. It's a really tough vowel. It's a really tough vowel. But listen to his change there. The choreo.
네, 이제 다음은요. 저희가 3년 만에 컴백한 신곡입니다.
뱀뱀 씨가 만들었죠?
대작곡가님이 만들었습니다.
Winter Heptagon, Python. Let's get it.
뱀뱀 만들었어요.
I'm so excited. I love this song.
JB, let's go. Thank you.
Rainbow roses, fancy eyes. 녹아내려 inside your eyes. 현실 같은 꿈의 size. Feelings drifting like the tide.
I left my guard down for a minute.
Just an intro to the song. It's soft, but it's so precise. Clean tones, dun 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 are a little bit better to really control. Dun 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 dun. But if you go lower on the dynamic, so you have a smaller tone, the smaller the tone, it's gonna be harder to move around basically. And this is very soft and subtle at the very beginning, and we jump right into Jackson's voice, which is like
I left my guard down for a minute. I never play with feelings, but I thought you were committed. The way that I'm addicted is specific. It's your vibe, it's your mind.
that release this specific. A little bit of an aspiration towards the end.
The way that I'm addicted is specific. It's your vibe, it's your mind, it's the things I can't describe.
I've been running backwards like a marathon. 순간 속에 네가 있어 제어할 수 없지 날 길들인 감각만이 자꾸 멋대로 No
I know I'm a icon, watch me with the lights on. Hold on me like a
I wanted to hear this part so badly because it's very difficult. They're starting in like, they could approach it through the mix. I don't wanna ba da 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 da. For my range, it would be da 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 da. It's a little bit of a higher kind of like, it can sound like a head mix. It can be done in falsetto. It can be done in a head voice. So I wanted to see how each one of them is gonna do it.
No
I know I'm a icon, watch me with the lights on. Hold on me like a python.
This is interesting what he done. I don't wanna da da. I don't. It started as a more sounding like head voice, da 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 ba ba, but it's not overtly airy like head voice would be. Da 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 da. It tried to push it down and more into that head mix. Da 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 ba ba da 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 da. A little push down, so he gets a little bit more value in that space. So that head mix, I think the head mix would actually sound the best there. So he tried to push it as low as he could there, but he avoided the reconnection by breath. So he skipped that kind of like descending part and immediately jumped into his chest voice. Jumping into registers is easier than actual movement between them because you have to move across your vocal break and it can be really, really tricky. So for live performance, a good idea to do this.
I know I'm a icon, watch me with the lights on. Hold on me like a python. Loser, future, shot through the chest, I was falling for the shooter.
He did well. Okay, he has like 3 guys being like, what's up? What you gonna do with it? But I think the first part was really nicely done. Like if it would stay in the same approach.
I know I'm a icon, watch me with the lights on. Hold on me like a python. Loser,
That wasn't a lose her. It was more in head voice.
shot through the chest, I was falling for the shooter.
And then he just continued on the reconnected part. Shot through the chest, I was falling for the shooter. Da, 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 da. I wish we got more of the upper part.
I don't wanna have to let it go. I should move on, I know. Knobs in the lights up, but you gotta hold on me like a python.
I was very confused who sang this part actually.
Knobs in the lights up, but you gotta hold on me like a python.
Did they mess it up? What? Wait, I'm so confused.
오늘의 마지막 곡입니다.
No! I wanted more of a python.
I've
Help.
been running backwards like a
God damn it.
marathon. 순간 속에 네가 있어 제어할 수 없지
Okay, let's look at it one more. I'm sorry, I love that song. Let me be. Oh.
I know I'm a icon, watch me with the lights on. Hold on me like a python. Loser, future, shot through the chest, I was falling for the shooter.
Good job. Good job, Bam Bam, on that part, actually. He didn't want to sing in that upper space more than he had to, but I appreciate that he went for the first part and he went for the best possible placement he could achieve.
I don't wanna have to let it go. I should move on, I know.
Light on. Actually, his placement was really good. Light on. Because that would resolve into that little bit of a head mix.
Turn the lights up, but you gotta hold on me like a python.
He really wanted to keep on singing, I don't wanna. Everyone's like, shh, shh. We gotta end. We gotta be done with the song. I wish they were not done with the song. Oh, I could listen to it live over and over and over. I'm so hooked up on that song. I cannot help myself. I cannot help myself. What else are we getting?
고마운 마음을 담은 오늘의 마지막 곡입니다.
아 벌써 마지막 곡이야.
The soft introduction to that song was, oh!
마지막 곡이야.
Yeah, so pretty. That was mainly head voice. Oh, someone's doing bass there. I like it.
초록빛 은하수들이 춤을 추듯 파도치잖아. 빛나는 그 물결들이 영원할 거라 믿고 있는 나.
Jackson and Bam Bam really do have the lover boy down when it comes to their voices, you know, like they know how to just gobble on your heart and on your feelings with their voice. A lot of air mixed in just to make it more fuzzy, more husky. They know what they're doing, ladies. Be aware. They know what they're doing. I love him. From all of them, probably my favorite singer is right here, because he also goes into the width of the tone and like the weight of it. And very pretty vibrato. He's really not scared of it. I don't require vibrato. I'm not one of those people like you have to have vibrato to be a worthy singer. No. You don't have to use vibrato. I genuinely think a lot of people also just don't use it because it's not aesthetically kind of sought after in K-pop, honestly. But I like when someone still does it because then it's like they're kind of prioritizing their personal style. The break into head voice was beautiful. It was I'll go right through the vocal break. It was very stark. I love the aesthetic of that. So pretty. Oh, from all of them, he also has the most developed upper register. Like he has a weight in it. It's not just a head voice. Like a very airy head voice.
So sorry. 겨울에 내린 수많은 눈들이 날 보고 있어. 차갑게 그 눈들이 훔쳐리고 있는 날.
Oh, this is cute.
네가 있어줘서 너무 다행이야. 나에게 있어서 넌 나의 봄이야. 정말 고마워요. 난 내 모든 걸
and this dude as well. God damn it. All three of their main singers are... I'm gonna go ahead and guess we probably have three main singers, right? What is interesting that sometimes I would actually switch their positions within the songs because I feel like they would kind of fit into each other's position a little better. But that would be maybe on you to tell me that because they grew quite a lot, like a human voice changes with age as well. So maybe originally they were fitting perfectly in a certain passages. And now as the time goes, they would be better in kind of like a different positions as their voices kind of developed in a different directions. You let me know how you feel about that, because I feel like sometimes I would be like, oh, no, you're going to go here in this position in the song and you're going to go here because that's going to fit you perfectly. You have a very strong like upper register and you have incredible belts. So it's just going to like, I would like to like, perfect. But I understand aesthetically, their songs are really, really pretty. Look at that support. Can't touch a I love the lower line to it.
감사합니다.
Such a cute song. 감사합니다.
아가씨 사랑해요.
One thing that I would really love to do, and I know it's a really long shot, is that I would love to interview them about their vocals because now they are managing their own selves and they can talk to and meet with anyone they want. And I really would love to talk openly about vocals. Very often I contact companies. They're like, yes, interview. Absolutely great. Let's go. And then I'm like, about vocals. And they're like, oh, nope. Actually, we're not gonna talk about that. And I'm always so upset because I would love to give you more interviews about vocals and actually talk to people who are creating that magic, who are singing, who are composing these songs, who pour their heart into it, which are idols. So if you have a chance to reach out to GOT7 or just as their fans, try to let them know. I would love to talk to them about their singing journey, about their compositions and everything music related, because that's as a vocal coach I can do the best. But nevertheless, I hope you did enjoy the video. And if you did, please recommend me more, because I obviously am really, really enjoying this one. I love Python. It's on the repeat. I want to react to some pure raw live performances. Like some of the promo for Python was quite raw, so I want to look at those as well. So if you have recommendations, let me know down in the comments. Please, 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 please. I will be checking them out for sure. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here is the YouTube video that YouTube actually recommends for you. And here are the rest of my K-pop videos. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.